Welcome everyone back to another BOLDcast One Piece reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And holy moly, fan letter was so freaking good. If you haven't seen a reaction to it, you can check out the uncut on Patreon, but you can also check out our edited reaction on YouTube. It was so damn good. I'm glad we waited till when we did. Some people wanted us to wait longer because like part of the novelty of it is that it came out recently. So far into One Piece, you can look back at this point in time with like a new perspective after being with everybody for so long. But I'm glad we watched it when we did. I felt like it really set us up well.
Yeah.
Going forward, and I can't wait to get to where the animation. I mean, it's not every episode is gonna look like that, obviously, but like you know, it really reinvigorated me in a big way. I love that. It was so good.
It was really good.
And I hope this is good as well. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's get on our way to Fishman Island. If you want to get ahead, you can check out Patreon. If you want to get uncuts 2 weeks ahead, as well as some extra content that we've been doing. We've been cycling it in, kind of folding it in week by week, and we're going to continue to do that. So if you want to see exclusive One Piece reactions to OVAs, movies, specials, etc., things that won't be able to be put on YouTube, check out Patreon, and you get ahead as well. And you get all the other stuff from our main channel, which has been popping off recently too. So consider checking all that out. Most of all, we hope you leave a like on the video, subscribe right now, please and thank you, and even more than that, we hope you enjoy. Anything you want to say before we get into it?
I'm excited. I can't believe we're gonna be under the water.
Yeah, and we got the coating on, and we're on the cruise. Let's go. Fish.
Look at that thing. What are you doing?
They're burying these guys alive? I think that's their thing.
Oh, yeah. Really?
All right.
No.
Not quite.
Who are these guys? Those are just like
Their crew, I think.
yeah, interesting look to them. I really hate that these guys didn't just get beat and then we never have to see his creepiness again. Still so crazy they defeated them like that.
Wait. Roger. Straw Hat Roger?
No way!
No way.
That's... That means
Wow.
that Roger must have given that hat to Shanks.
Yes. So he entrusted Shanks. And then Shanks entrusted Luffy. Ooh.
Look at him.
That's so crazy. He looks exactly like Luffy. I'm in shock.
I can't believe, like, yeah. I wonder if that was always planned or if that was like a
I think it probably was. I think it probably was.
That's even.
I always thought Roger did he have a hat in? Did he have like a captain's hat in? When in the flashback with Whitebeard, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
he didn't when he was getting executed. And obviously, he didn't when he was getting executed. He didn't through many of the flashbacks that we've seen. He's always had no hat, and I always thought that like, oh,
he should have a hat.
It seems like a guy should have a hat.
I mean, it seemed like he should have a hat because he already got rid of his hat.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like Shanks, who like wore this hat for years and then hasn't picked up a different hat. You know,
Straw Hat Roger. Wow. Well, I mean, it makes extra sense why Rayleigh wanted to train Luffy. Because he just wants to spend time with this guy who reminds him of Roger. And he said that in the bar originally when they kind of first met. But, you know, yeah. I mean, and we've talked about that, how, like, Luffy, you know, we've talked about that endlessly since the start, how, like, Luffy is clearly the sort of, not reincarnation, but, like, carrying on that will.
Yeah, it's like, exactly.
He's following in his footsteps.
The
but now we know he literally is in a way because he's carrying Roger's hat. I wonder if Roger got the hat from somebody or if that's just his hat.
Yeah. It would be really interesting if Roger got the hat from someone that was more similar to Shanks in personality, and then it's like this like cycle where like Roger gives Shanks the hat, and then Luffy reminds him of Roger, so then he gives Luffy the hat. But you know what I mean? But like if Roger picked Shanks for a reason, but like Shanks isn't really that similar to Roger in the same way, you know? I don't know. Or if that was just his hat that he just had.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so crazy. Okay, let's keep watching. That was crazy. Oh boy.
He's so crazy.
Yeah.
He's creepy. And all the roots.
It's like Ash Lake. Such a cool effect.
So cool.
So beautiful.
Look at them. Whoa. It's so great. Luffy, could you imagine if he breaks the coating? No swords, please and thank you. Yeah. You won't need to kill them, they'll already be dead. Yes. Relax. He breaks the coating. How can you fly with... What? We'll leave him out there. Franky's face. Yeah, of course. Okay, we need to tie everyone up like...
Freaking idiot. Oh my god.
They should just start... This isn't like you. Every time he has a nosebleed, they should just save up the blood. Yeah.
You'll be okay. Okay. Alright, that's really good to know.
Yeah, is anyone driving this thing, by the way? I've been thinking that the whole time.
Don't use
Let's
Gatling,
not.
you freaking idiot.
Absolute idiots.
Oh, right.
Lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
That's lucky.
Thank God Rayleigh, like, gave detailed, you know, instructions. Oh, boy. Is it about Tom? Or is it about Vegapunk? Or is it just bullshit? Can't tell. Maybe we'll find out next episode. I love this, by the way. I kind of miss when it was per character, though.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe they'll change it again. Okay, let me get a reaction to everyone, real quick. To him saying nothing. It might be. Can we pilot you?
Oh my god. This is it? No. Oh.
Oh boy. Oh wow. W Hachi. Kuma?
What?
Just like we thought. Am I crazy or we didn't see
shit.
that? Holy shit. Is he dead? He was defending it from Navy soldiers. And then he just left.
Interesting. I wonder how he got so beat up.
Yes, and then it was.
Damn.
That is insane.
Yeah. And Robin, you got anything to contribute?
Yeah, Robin, you spent all your time with them. Yeah. So he asked Vegapunk to do it and he just did it.
Yeah. He didn't ask for a way for it to just not happen in the first place, you know? Luffy wasn't even on the island for 2 years.
What's this ship?
Oh, for frick's
Who
sake.
gave him the coating? Where did they get the coating? Did Rayleigh give him a fucking coating, or I think it's probably other people.
Yeah. Oh.
Laboon! Brook's yelling out Laboon. Oh my god. That's so sad.
I wish it was Laboon. He could hang out with these guys. Oh, look at that boat right there. Oh my god, we have to fight these guys.
Oh, they have a Sea King dragging them? That's why they're going faster. Is it Momu?
Do you remember that?
What, Momu? Mm-hmm. You don't remember Momu?
No, I said I didn't remember until you said that. Now I remember.
I think you'll find you're outmatched.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Better be careful. It's super risky for the other ship as well. Like,
I don't think they give a fuck. Damn it. So Kuma asked asked Vegapunk for a fail-safe, and Vegapunk did it. That to me says that maybe Vegapunk is a double agent as well. Mm-hmm. That's all that I feel like. That's
we've been suspecting that for a while. It's interesting.
It's been very unclear which side he's on, but
it's interesting that he didn't give him like a better failsafe than that. But maybe there's someone else that would be able to tell if he wasn't actually deleted.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh, what's the next I have to get deleted. What's the next best? But we still don't know, like, what made him, decide to go back in the first place.
Go back?
Like, go back to Vegapunk, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. I wonder, like, why wouldn't Vegapunk just not do... If he is a double agent, or if Vegapunk has revolutionary connections, why wouldn't Vegapunk just not fully take over his mind and just leave a little bit instead of programming like a specific order?
Yeah.
But there must be some pressure from maybe the 5 Elder Stars or something like that to do that to him.
Yeah, there must also be maybe nothing's really been going on, but the Marines would know if Kuma was like beating the shit out of them every time they tried to go to the ship, you know what I mean? So like they would yeah.
So he's already a warlord.
Yeah, I guess the whole thing of maybe Vegapunk could be like, oh, that must have been like a faulty thing, just let him cook, like, you know what I mean? Because it's like this is like one of their best weapons. This is a warlord of the sea, and he got super beat up, I guess. You know what I mean?
Around a year ago, the Navy found out about the Sunny. And then they're fighting here about a year ago. Mm-hmm. And then they got hurt and have been recovering. So then after they left, then Kuma came for like the last year. But they said for the last 2 years he's been defending it. Mm-hmm. Got injured for the same reasons as Duval. And Duval, who was just defending the ship, right?
It said that he got hurt. It didn't say how recently he got hurt.
Yeah, and those two both faced fierce battles and were taken out of commission. So around a year ago. Mm-hmm. But yeah, why would the Navy be fighting Kuma? Why wouldn't they just send Sentomaru, who's there, and who is in control of the pacifista, to like order him or fight him himself, or Kizaru?
Maybe they were fighting him himself, but they couldn't.
Yeah, maybe we'll hear more from Sentomaru. But then why would Sentomaru just leave? Yeah. Maybe that's how Sentomaru knew that they were going to come back, because Kuma was sitting there fighting. Maybe.
And then he was just like, okay.
So that's because he was so sure that they were going to come back, and now he sees Kuma defending the Sunny, and so he's like, okay, he's defending it for a reason. There's something going on here. They're not dead. Yeah. Otherwise, why would they be defending their boat? Mm-hmm. Maybe it's not just a hunch from him, and he's like, oh, I knew that they would come back. I believed, I think maybe that's kind of what they're setting up, because he's like, they're building him up as like a rival. But yeah, maybe that is what is the clue that he had to why they were alive.
Yeah, interesting that he.
I don't know what made him obey the Navy, but he agreed to be a guinea pig and let his body be modified into a cyborg. Lost his personality before the war, the best. I think that maybe what they're doing with Kuma, because they're bringing it up. Why would Kuma even volunteer for this? Mm-hmm. At all. If he was a revolutionary soldier, what reason would he have? I think the only real thing is that there's two things. I think it's just that Vegapunk also is a double agent, and I think that's more and more likely, perhaps. Or he's just like a crazy mad scientist who's not really affiliated with any group. That would fit with kind of One Piece's vibe, where he's just like all about science and all about advancement, and he cares more about that. So it's like, oh yeah, sure, you want me to put a failsafe? I'll do that. I don't care. And he's just such a valuable asset that like the Navy won't get rid of him no matter what he does. Or Kuma was sick Maybe, like, because, you know, Roger was sick, and Roger was this, like, sort of messianic figure in the same way that Kuma is, like, carrying a Bible, you know? There's this, like, sacrificial guy who's, like, sacrificing himself for the greater good, or for what he believes in, and to help the Straw Hats. Maybe, yeah, he just sacrificed himself so that he could get information for the Revolutionary Army and to, like, do what he thought was right. And that's kind of it. I feel like that's what that might make sense, because, you know, like how Roger was, like, terminally ill, gave his life basically for a greater purpose and to usher in a new era. Maybe there's a similar kind of theme playing out with Kuma there. It all kind of makes sense because of what Dragon was saying over the snail to Ivan, where he's like, I need to tell you about Kuma. You know, like, it seems like there's deeper shit going on there. Yeah, still Vegapunk. It seems more and more likely that he's involved with the revolutionaries, but there's nothing really confirmed to say that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe this is to say maybe there's another failsafe built in that was, you know, if Vegapunk is part of the revolutionaries, maybe this was Kuma's personal request, but the whole purpose of it was Vegapunk was going to work in, a second, the original planned failsafe that was going to, go off at the moment whenever the Revolutionary Army decides to make their move.
What are you saying? What?
Like, because we're saying, like, our original thoughts on Kuma were that, there's gonna be, like, a thing where his mind can come back to him, and he this and that. But yeah, if he was sick, or if he has just decided to fully sacrifice himself, but for a cause that he believes in, you know, this is probably not the end-all be-all of that cause of, you know, protecting the Straw Hats boat. There might be a secondary thing that's gonna happen later on that, you know, for the Revolutionary Army.
So the one thing also, maybe this isn't the right time to talk about this, but why did Kuma do the nothing happened with Zoro and almost kill him if he wants to help the Straw Hats? Just to test his loyalty? He, like, almost kills him to test his loyalty? To test if he's strong enough for the new world? Or for what's coming next, because he knows that, like, things are gathering and, like, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that would kind of make sense, but it's also, like, you're trying to save them. He planned it out on some level, or he anticipated that he would have to save them at Sabaody, because he made Vegapunk put a thing in his head that said, I will defend the Sunny until a Straw Hat returns.
Well, then maybe the whole, like, nothing happened thing was, kind of proving themselves to him, and then he decides to save them based off of that.
And yeah, maybe he was there just testing them because he knows about Dragon, and he knows about all that stuff, and he knows what the new world is they're likely to face there. The fact that they're going up to Sabaody and Mary Joy's, and the Marineford War was happening soon.
Yeah, and
he probably saw that gathering with, like, all the informants with the Revolutionary Army. So he had to, I feel, I start thinking about, is the thing with all this is, it feel like, I think, zoom out a little bit. I think that it's all a convenient way to connect all of these things and, like, explain what's going on with Kuma. Because he had to basically, like, it feels like in D&D, if you ever played D&D and you're like, oh, we're about to get TPK'd. The entire party's about to die because the dungeon master scaled this improperly and didn't plan out, like, how many resources the party had, and oh shit, this is a way more powerful counter than I thought. So then you just need to, like, bail them out. That's what it feels. So from the outside, a lot of this is like there's connections there, but it feels a little bit, like, weird to connect everything, or to, like, state it plainly and why things are happening in, like, a way without full information, but with more information than we had before. Like, it just, there's things about it that feel kind of weird, but the more I actually think about it, the less weird and, like, convenient it seems. Like, like, you know, the fact that Kuma would have more information, would plan all this out in some way, because he knew that he was going to lose himself because of whatever, and there's still a lot of details we don't know. Yeah. Like, I go into this and I'm thinking, like, okay, that's weird. Maybe it's not so weird. Maybe it does make sense, type thing. Like, the more I think about it. So, anyway.
What I'm saying, we're going down. I hate that the freaking
I hate
these guys.
these guys.
I'm like, just get rid of them. Get rid of them.
Get rid of it. Leave a like and subscribe.
How come
He's
these
all
guys
beat
are
up.
always getting beat up? It's not fair.
That sounds so familiar. Is it Momu?
It better not be.
I think it might be.
Poor thing.
Because Nami said that it was familiar and it was during her arc.
Yeah.
And because Momu was, they tamed him
Yeah.
when she lived there.
No!
No, it's actually Momu? He looks kind of different. I thought his spots were brown.
Release him!
I didn't think it was actually Momu.
No! She looks so different.
He gets scared. No way, Momu.
Remember when they just beat the crap out of him? It's so mean.
He did try to eat them.
He did, but he was a good guy. Oh. Is he gonna just run away? Can we just launch him out so then he
Careful
dies
of
in
the
the
bubble.
water?
Where'd you get all these identical guys?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get out of here. But yeah.
Took their ship away.
No.
Get out of there, Momu.
I feel so bad for him. They should just let him go. And I just launch him into the water. Did he even notice that they aren't with him? My honest reaction.
This guy who's like so scary and creepy, just like
No, he's just
awkward.
so
That awkward
lame.
moment when is he just gonna throw him in the water?
Oh my god, that's actually fucked up.
That's fucking diabolical.
No, he might deserve it.
He definitely deserves it. He buries people alive. He's a piece of shit. Oh my god, throw him in. Oh.
Surely. Oh my god. No.
Chopper, don't believe him.
everything. Yeah. Okay, Sanji.
Oh, they're still looking up at him.
Where? Evil people. No abusing them.
I mean, isn't that what the Kuja pirates do?
But I thought those were kind of like friends.
Yeah, they are, but still. They don't
They're
have
all
to, it doesn't
snake
have to be a
friends.
slave. It could be your
Yeah, I
friend.
know, but I'm saying those guys are beating him up all the time.
Why didn't we could have just got Momu? You could have
He's too
apologized to
scared
him.
of them. Yeah. Could give him some snacks.
There's probably a rock or something. Oh. Undersea mountain.
Pictures.
volcano.
You see, he has the pictures of.
Classic. Oh, he puts on a cardigan so Sanji doesn't die.
It's getting cold. We're so far underneath.
Yo!
He stole his joke.
You could have at least done a yo-ho-ho. The pressure. Oh.
I feel like Nami should be telling us this.
He's an old man. Whoa, dragon.
Kind of is that true? Chopper's about to have nightmares for weeks. Just me. Oh, the current is about to go crazy right now.
Sanji.
Whoa, it's like a waterfall.
Whoa. Can't believe we're already at like near the bottom of the sea. At least like this plateau of it. Would you still get diver's sickness in this case if you're in like a submarine?
Well, I think it's more about when you, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, because I guess if they're pressurized.
Or like if you come up fast, I think is a big problem. Let's go. Oh. Oh no.
What? What is that? Anglerfish?
Eyes.
God, One Piece is ripping off. Yeah, One Piece is ripping off my fucking D&D campaign. This is the bad guy they're fighting right now. They just entered the deep Underdark, and he's an aboleth. They haven't gotten him yet. But yeah, it's literally that.
Yeah, shut up. Nah, it'll be fine.
The Kraken.
Ooh. Oh,
Eats
yeah.
ships.
Yeah, it is. Not quite like that other guy then.
Not quite. This guy's way bigger than my thing.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Let's just go around it real quick. Yeah. Maybe it's got its hands full. Maybe it doesn't want us anymore. No, be quiet.
We eat
Throw
him?
this guy off the side. No, Luffy.
He was looking for a sea monster to pull them around. You're gonna try and tame the Kraken?
Way.
Good luck.
It's got the Naruto swing.
I care. I don't care.
I'll help you.
Could you imagine if they didn't run into Kizaru and shit and they were just like, they just came down here?
Yeah.
They would be screwed.
See, you thought that you were, like, strong. You have no idea.
Kokoro? He's got a picture of Kokoro.
Oh my god. Oh. No!
Oh no. They got the Gatling gun.
These guys just gonna get eaten by the...
I really hope Momu doesn't get eaten.
Yeah! He's a good guy. Oh. Yeah. Well, at least Momu's free now. Look at him! Be free, Momu.
You're fucking dead.
That's horrifying.
I think it's implying that they floated up to the top, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
They were pretty far down.
Holy shit. You guys. Let's go. Nice. Luffy!
Look, you're underwater!
Where did you get that? Oh.
I really don't think Luffy should even try in this case, because if it pops, he's dead.
Go far away.
Oh no.
I also love how the coating is like tight on their legs, but like
They just dropped the ropes.
you
They didn't even tie it to
absolute fucking
themselves.
idiots. You're in a fucking bubble as well, by the way.
He wants the, he keeps calling it an octopus. It's a fucking kraken.
Maybe stick your arm outside of the bubble first. So huge. Absolutely massive. Yeah,
She can.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. From the ship. I was like, if she gonna.
Ooh,
Whoa!
that's pretty sick.
They don't even look like just a bunch of hands.
Okay, you guys. Hurry up before they all die.
Dun, dun, dun.
New technique.
New technique. Oh, god damn it.
Leave it off like that.
Son of a bitch. I loved this episode.
This was good. I love these guys come in their ship. To me, this felt like another moment where it was just like, okay, I incorporated this into the story, and you know,
It served its purpose.
It served its purpose. We're gonna keep this guy as like a funny, like, kind of voice of reason. Like you think that he's so crazy and unhinged, but then when he's out of his element, he's just like, I don't want to die. Like, what
Yeah.
are you guys crazy? You know, like.
I think it's pretty funny. It reminds me kind of Blackbeard chasing them down before they went to Skypiea. It's kind of similar thing, but this time they're going underwater instead of into the sky.
Yeah,
And then they're like out of their depth and their ship gets destroyed.
Yeah, I feel like it's fun. I like it. It went differently. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like a long, drawn out battle with these guys, and I was like, Like,
I thought it was gonna be, well, it's kind of like Blackbeard, but it was also giving me kind of Bellamy vibes. But I'm glad that it was like, because the story's in a different place. Like, Luffy beating Bellamy was like a big moment because it was so easy for him, and it was like they built it up so much, and it was like such a climactic moment to like really demonstrate how far they came after Alabasta. But this guy, it's kind of similar thing, but I don't think we even, like, he's not a big enough threat for us to demonstrate, for the Straws to demonstrate how badass they are. We kind of got that with the Pacifista.
Yeah.
And now we're getting it with the Kraken. So this guy, like, it's funny how like this, like, we talk about like Oda using kind of similar techniques to like illustrate kind of the same thing, or like, you know, already tread ground, but like changing it a little bit. It's a perfect example of that, where he does it, and it like we have an expectation of it, and then he kind of subverts it by just making him actually, like, you know, they built him up so much like this creepy bastard, and he turns out to just be a
creepy
just an asshole
guy, but he's not that powerful.
I like the way it went. I like the way it's going. I think it's kind of funny. And I just love that they just aren't phased really by the Kraken, this like super legendary creature. Yeah.
I was also thinking it would have been so funny if they did just throw him off the side of the boat, because it would have been similar to when they went
on Reverse
Mountain, and they just chucked that guy over the side.
That filler guy that Nami straight up killed.
I feel like that would have been kind of a funny callback. Sanji just getting absolutely...
but the rehabilitation has worked, and Nami put on a sweater.
Just getting absolutely...
bamboozled.
Yeah.
I love it. Loved this episode.
I love Chopper's gigantic guard point.
Yes.
That was fun.
That was cute. Shows that he's come far a little bit. And
yeah, Robin's big hands. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit more of a taste of everyone's stuff.
Yeah, perfect kind of thing. Like, way blown out of proportion. Yeah, it's like... yeah, just to show how far they've come. And Franky's really like got a handle on the ship, and we haven't gotten to see that in a while. It's so good. Everything
fun.
about it is so fun. It's such like a huge challenge The like, you know, this is like the ultimate monster for like other fantasy series, and they are and historical tales. And it's like the biggest, craziest thing. It's on the level of like dragons. Like it's the dragon of the sea. It's like the ultimate deep sea predator being ancient god. And these guys are just like, I'm gonna tame it. And it's that just to show you the level that the new world is, that Fishman Island probably is, and more importantly, that we are at this point in the story.
And like, the whole 70% of people don't make it. Well, they just get caught by this thing.
Yeah.
Which if they went down before, this thing might have been a problem. But clearly this time, it's like, it's big and it's a problem in that way. But the main thing is that they're underwater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they could just attack it, they would already be, you know, doing whatever they wanted.
What does this mean though then for Bonnie, for Apu, for Kid? I could see Kid getting past the Kraken with like a little bit of a fight, but like a lot of the other, and Blackbeard definitely could, obviously. A lot of the other people who went this route to get through, you know, would have had to like the 30% I imagine are made up of people who just dodge the Kraken or people who beat it up and then just you know go past it, but nobody's killed it or tamed it, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, it's just kind of interesting to know that, I mean, or to think that the other people who made it past must have already braved these waters and had to deal with this. Anyway, leave a like and subscribe. Let's move on to the next one. Or actually, check out Patreon now. Leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next time, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.